is getting recruited by everybody, as he should. He's only a junior, I believe, too. I don't know who their other quarterback is, but I'm sure they're not just going to throw somebody random out there. And they do run some wildcat, which is a problem because they have such great athletes behind that big offensive line. So there's going to be a lot of challenges tonight. And we're going into it. We're going into whenever we're traveling on the road. Sarah, St. Francis, now Grant. It's a different environment, and that presents a challenge. We're leaving early on the bus. We're stopping at. We're saying hi to Coach Blanton at Jesuit, so we can skip some traffic because that can be a long bus ride. But hopefully we miss the traffic in about an hour.
Well, it'd be good to see him. I think the last time Spartans played a regular season game in Sacramento was against Valley. And I think Coach Blanton at Jesuit had a running touchdown and a passing touchdown in that
I'm going to
game.
tell him. I'm going to remind him. I'm going to remind him when we see him about 2:45.
Well, looking forward to this one. As far as you guys on offense, 5 turnovers last week. One of those was right before the half. You had another touchdown on a call back in last week's game. Of course, it's happened the last couple of weeks. I know in terms of the you guys did get good yardage per play last week against St. Francis, a good defense as well. So the turnovers don't tell the whole story, but what do you feel about what you want to see on that side of the ball?
We got to continue to see improvement from our offensive line. Deuce and Jeff are running hard. Jamal had a little bit of a hiccup last week, but he's been running hard at practice the whole time. Brady Smith was really good. Greg Jones is running the ball well. And our receivers are getting open. We're too inconsistent, with the penalties, bringing those touchdowns back. You can complain about calls or whatever, but that's lame. We just got to be smarter about, when we're out on the perimeter. That's where most of the holes are happening, when we're out on the perimeter, and our receivers are doing a great job. Coach Ford has those guys blocking. They're just getting a little grabby at the end of a play. So we've been focusing on that, and like I said, we got to continue to see improvement from our offensive line, and we got to get more consistent in our passing game. That's something that we have to improve on, no doubt.
Looking forward to it. Spartans and Grant coming up. You're watching the Lemurs Concord GMC pregame show on De La Salle TV.
The teacher spends more time in the classroom than they do at home. And we go in with demo crews and we tear the classroom up. And we can see that stress. We understand that.
Myself to have been so fortunate to have had Mike Van Pelt and the whole company to work with. You spared me having to deal with issues. You spared me, you took care of them.
Well, that's our job. We always say that you need to educate kids and take care of facilities, and we need to do the construction and let you do your job.
Schools are the center of people's communities. It's where gathering points in emergencies. It's the center of your neighborhood. It's the whole piece. So it's very important to make sure that we're serving the whole communities that we're.
We have a real good crew right now. I tell them every time I get a chance when we get together, I sleep easy at night knowing the crew we have.
The one thing I'm most proud of is the diversity of perspectives that we bring to our clients. And when we talk about how we design these buildings and how they're going to serve that community, we really value having those different perspectives.
Mello's Italian Table offers a lively and friendly atmosphere from its prime location at 1360 Locust Street in the heart of Walnut Creek. We invite you to enjoy our full bar and an exciting menu of delicious pizzas, pastas, salads, and more. While you're here, be sure to try our local favorites like the Luca Pizza and the spicy vodka rigatoni. Join us for an unforgettable dining experience that will keep you coming back for more.
Welcome back to the De La Salle TV pregame show presented by Lemurs Conquer GMC, and I'm joined by Grant head coach Carl Reed. And Coach, thank you so much for joining us today, and looking forward to speaking with you. Obviously, you've done a tremendous job with that program. You guys won 2 of 3 state titles. You played in a state title game 3 straight years, and this is a program, as you know, being a former player, has a lot of great tradition and so forth. But when you took over, it was a down point for the program, and I know you had to have a struggle your first year. But what's been the key for you as far as rebuilding this program and being the pride of Sacramento again?
It's just bringing the right people around. It's bringing the right people into the program, like bringing in, Sid Thompson as a co-head coach, just bringing in staff and just rebuilding the culture of the program. It's been just a real big turnaround with that. That's been the biggest thing, is just rebuilding the culture, just kind of get the kids to buy back in. Because you said we were in a downward trajectory, like for a while. It was, a few years where we were the team in the 90s, early 2000s, still doing well. And then it kind of, public school happens, things happen, programs change. But once we kind of reeled everybody in, brought the right staff in, and then just kind of changed the culture of the program and how we operate. That's not only in the field, the classroom, just everywhere. So every aspect of it, just making it improve and better, and make the players just have an ownership of it.
And you guys have it's obviously led to some great success and winning the state championship again last year. 2-2 record coming this year against a high quality competition. You guys have beaten 2 of Fresno's best teams, including the number 1 team in the Fresno area. What about as far as this season and how you guys have done this year? I mean, you have losses, of course, to Folsom and Cardinal Newman, but the wins against, as I mentioned, against those really good Fresno clubs. I mean, how would you assess how you guys have done to this point?
Inconsistent. We've been really inconsistent this year. Folsom game was just not our best game at all. And you're playing the best team in our area. If you're not playing your best game, they're going to capitalize on every possible mistake. So that was a game we came out and definitely weren't ourselves. I think Central, we kind of regrouped and kind of circled the wagon, just did back to basics, no mistakes, just playing sound football, which was good. I mean, Cardinal Newman was a game. There's always the games you want back. It's one of those 15 to 7 with the score being 2 pick sixes, and a field goal from a block punt that we did ourselves. It was all self-inflicted. Defense played shutout football, and in the end, it's really inconsistent play. Offense just couldn't get going. Defense played a shutout game in retrospect, but you kind of want that back. And then when we played, Focus East, kind of again, little inconsistency, but we just found a way to win. And I think that goes back to our core of the standard we have of being able to come back. We did a lot of that last year, so their experience of having to come back. So it's really been inconsistent. I mean, that's been our plague right now, inconsistency.
Well, you know a lot more about your team than I do. I'm just curious, looking at the scores, it seems like maybe your defense is, because you mentioned a great job they did against Cardinal, maybe the defense a little bit ahead of the offense at this point. Tell us about him.
His first start, so it's kind of the same thing. He played JV last year. It's kind of, here you go. Either one of the better defenses we've seen, probably the best defense we're going to see. Got to make it easy for him and just try to build that confidence.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much, Coach Carl Reed from Grant Union. We'll be back with more after this here on the Lemurs Conquer GMC pregame show.
My name is Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season. And
from Turner Match, Tyler Foley, the lawn snapper, and Urabari's kick is sent good, just inside the right upright, and the Spartans take the early 7-0 advantage. Jaden Jefferson, 38-yard touchdown run. Remember, he got things going last week against St. Francis when he had a 76-yard touchdown run. He came in with 252 yards, 2 touchdowns on the year. And he gets the Spartans going here with that 38-yard scamper, a possession that took just 4 plays to go 72 yards in 53 seconds.
Yeah, impressive starting coming out for the Spartans. They threw the ball, they ran the ball, and then looked really good, testing the edges of this defense right out of the gate. And they're going to bring the speed right to the edges here and see if they can stick with them. And right now, the answer is I don't think so, because Jefferson just took that to the house. What an exciting start for the Spartans.
Again, a reminder, because I think our internet might have cut out during that play. Our internet's coming and going here at Grant High School, so just bear with us tonight as we deal with these internet issues. Justin Urabari is kicking from left to right to the Pacers. The guy to watch for Grant is number 1, Kobe Shabazz, 5'9", 150-pound junior. He is back to return, but it goes into the end zone as the Spartan kickers continue to deliver the touchbacks this year.
I don't know if we can show that replay again of the play if in case we were down. That was an impressive run by Jefferson.
So Grant offense will take the field. The offensive line, Lucio Dominguez, Max Tuelaila, Ronnie Noah Keel, Sione Inikoha Ngana, Roger Vanderhoof. The tight ends, Rosario Edwards, Zoe Edwards. He's a really good tight end. He wears the number 0 for Grant. So Sia Noah, also a good tight end. Shabazz and D'Angelo Knight, the receivers. Thorne Watson, the running back. Shiren Crump is the normal starting quarterback for Grant, but he's not playing tonight. Instead, it's sophomore Tavio Rios, 5'11", 165-pounder, will take the snaps for the Pacers as their offense takes the field for the first time.
Yeah, they've got speed and some great athletes.
And they're going to hand off to start. And the Spartans immediately get in the backfield, and guess who? Bubba Vargas there to bring down the ball carrier as he tackles D'Angelo Knight on that first carry.
Bubba Vargas wakes up in the morning ready to hit you, so you don't want to get mistaken in the morning, even if he's coming out of bed. My God, that kid comes to play.
That's another tackle for a loss for him, giving him 3.5 on the season. He had 1.5 tackles for a loss last year against Grant, a 42-14 Spartan win at Owen Owens Field in Concord.
And if it's the first time watching the Spartans tonight, watch number 44 and 45 in the middle of the field. They are playmakers.
Handoff goes to Watson. He makes one man miss near the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a few yards up to the 22. Setting up 3rd and long.
And that's Zion Cadet, 33, the strong safety for the Spartans. Another straight baller. Watch him come up here and just seal it right here. He sees the miss and boom, nice hit and wrap.
Finau, Ferguson, Tolona, Pasa, the defensive line. You got Miller and Vargas at linebacker. Cadet also line up with him at linebacker. No Landon Cook tonight. He's out for a 2nd consecutive game after getting hurt in the Sarah game. The corners, Jaden Jefferson, Jaden Nicholas, Greg Jones, Emery Spate, the safeties. It is 3rd down and 8. Spartan opponents just 6 for 35, 17% on 3rd down this year. And immediately Rios has to step out of the pocket and roll to his right side. Trying to outrace defenders. He throws it up the sideline. Knocked away nicely. Excellent defensive play by Deuce Jones-Drew to bat the pass away intended for D'Angelo Knight.
Wow, and D'Angelo Knight was fighting for position there. That ball was just thrown on the dead run here.
Good pursuit by TJ Finau.
Here's the replay, and look at Drew. Last second reaches out and defends really well for the Spartans. That was a great play for the Spartans.
There is a penalty marker on the field. Again, the Spartan defense, they have not allowed a point in their first 3 games. The only point scored against De La Salle scored against their offense in that Week 1 game against Lakeland. It's the first time in De La Salle football history they have not allowed points as a defense in their first 3 games. There's an ineligible man downfield.
Yeah,
right. I think it was Rios going past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
of course, the Spartans will decline that.
Yeah, he did look like he had gone past it. The other athlete to watch out there, number 0, Rosario Edwards. Alabama's looking at him, number 0 tight end for Grant. Impressive looking athlete.
Jaden Jefferson, Deuce Jones-Drew standing on the Spartan half of the 50 for this punt. And the punt is away by Woods. The Spartans are going to let it bounce. They got to make sure to get out of the way as it's a terrible bounce for Grant and not a good punt, as it's going to be just a punt of 8 yards for the Pacers.
Yeah, that was came off his foot a little funny, and it did not get any distance for him. And then once it hit, it backed up for Grant. So it's already tough enough to go up against the Spartans. You don't need that to start out the game.
If you're just joining us, Jaden Jefferson, 38-yard touchdown run, and the Spartans' 4th play of the game is the difference right now. We're underway in the first quarter, 9:23 to go in the first. Braden Knight with Deuce Jones-Drew and Jaden Jefferson behind him. Gets low under center. Hands off. This is Deuce Jones-Drew. And he moves the pile forward up to the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Grant's Savion Bandy. You might remember him. He was on El Cerrito's team last year.
Now you're just showing off.
2nd down and 5. He's a Wyoming commit, is Bandy, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. Jones, Drew, and Jefferson still split in the backfield, and it's Knight throwing. Knight's pass is going to be caught for a first down, fighting off tacklers and taking it down towards the 10-yard line for the Spartans was Sean Wright.
Yeah, nice. He sets the feet here, and he's just waiting for this little curl right route to develop. Nice catch and finish to that run. Spartans looking tough right here to start this game.
3rd catch of the year for Wright. First down and goal from the 10, and everybody moved except for the center. Knight never got the snap.
Fortunate there. Sometimes that can end up in a fumble.
I said 1st and goal. It was actually 1st and 10. The ball spotted outside the 10-yard line.
Spartans have come out in this same running set here off the running the veer.
1st down and 15. Knight hands off Deuce Jones-Drew, and he stumbles as he gets the handoff and goes down after just a few yards.
Yeah.
Deuce Jones-Drew came into the contest, 196 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 4.1 yards per carry. Last year he ran for 102 yards against Grant, including the game's opening touchdown, the 3rd play of the game.
Oh, tripped on his lineman's foot right there, and then just landed funny on his other lineman's leg. That was a tough play for the Spartans.
2nd down and 12 after the penalty and the short run. Handoff Jefferson. Jefferson goes right up over the right side. Makes a great move. He goes into the end zone once again. 2nd touchdown of the game for the fastest man in California, Jaden Jefferson. He makes it 13-0 Spartans.
Wow. I mean, he is a blur when he gets to the outside. I think we'll see the replay here, but Spartans once again testing that right side of the line. Here he is, and he's going to go right up the middle there and then kick it out to the outside. Nice settling in right there, and then puts his shoulder down and crosses over for the touchdown for the Spartans. Jefferson having himself a first quarter here.
They take advantage of the short field. Go 4 plays, 30 yards. Urabari, it's going to be Borba kicking the extra point. Johnny Borba boots it through to make it 14-0 Spartans. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Spartans football. This is De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
Beautiful night in Sacramento. De La Salle football's first regular season game in Sacramento since 1988. They lead Grant already 14-0 in this one. 7:44 to go in the opening quarter. 2 touchdown scoring drives, 2 touchdown runs by Jaden Jefferson is the difference right now. And the Spartans kick off to the Pacers once again, and it's yet another touchback for Johnny Borba, who also kicked the extra point. Spartans got 2 kickers that can boot it in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a luxury.
especially for a defense that is only allowing 134 yards and 2.8 yards per play this season. They're only allowing 2 yards per carry this year as the Spartan defense.
Yeah, Spartans get off the bus and they're ready to go full speed and knock you into next week. So sit back and enjoy the fastest defense maybe in the state. I think Bosco might have something to say about that, but up here in NorCal, these are the fastest guys in town.
Grant with a couple of backs with the quarterback Rios, and he'll hand off to one of them. Coming this side is Watson. Watson takes a shot as he gets past the line of scrimmage. There's Bubba Vargas again in the area.
Yeah, and you'll see that all night. Bubba Vargas comes through, gets the gap here, and he's chasing. Spartans just gang tackle here, and Miller comes in and just finishes it off.
2nd down and 9.
You guys haven't seen the Spartans this year. Miller, 45, is a sophomore. Unbelievable linebacker.
Rios moves the back to his right, takes the snap, and he's looking to throw, looking right, and actually comes across the middle. He's looking for the big tight end, Zoe Edwards, but the Spartans are there to break it up, including Dylan Scott.
Yeah, Edwards almost has this. Here's the ball just slightly behind him, and you can see he's a big athletic receiver. Everybody looking at him, including Alabama.
Yeah, he can go pretty much anywhere. He's got Michigan, Oregon, Ole Miss, Bama, Auburn, USC, Cal, Arizona State, you name it. They're all offering Zoe Edwards, just a junior, 6'6", 210 pounds. On 3rd down and 9, Rios tries to run for it. Now he throws on the run, and the pass is broken up and incomplete again. Scott breaks up the pass intended for Edwards.
Yeah, Scott is in your hip pocket. I mean, watch this play. Scott's covering up. Quarterback comes up into the middle of the pocket and lets it loose. And here comes Scott late across for a nice play for the Spartans, forcing a punt here on 4th down for Grant.
Again, Rios looked like he was going to run, but Vargas was there to take that away, forcing Rios to pass. Reminder, we did a podcast with Bubba Vargas. You can listen to the Daily Pod wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just posted that last night. Great to interview Bubba Vargas. Great kid. Great two-sport star here at De La Salle. The punt is away towards Deuce Jones-Drew. He goes to the turf as he makes the catch past the 45-yard line. Spartans on their 3rd possession here with 6:47 to go in the opening quarter. They have started at their own 28. They started at the Grant 30 the last possession, and this time they will start at their own 45.
Yeah, and I think if you're Grant, you know the Spartans are testing the edges here with these quick kind of hook routes or these quick out passes, or they're just going to run it right out to the edge here. So
Brady Smith is in the backfield with Braden Knight, and it's going to be Smith not getting the carry. The flag comes in before the snap, and it's going to be an encroachment penalty against Grant. De La Salle, we told you the state rankings. They're 7th in the state, Grant 33rd in the state. Nationally, De La Salle's ranked 23rd by the USA Today and 26th by Max Preps. Grant has played in a state championship game 3 straight years, winning state titles 2 of the last 3 years. They were dropped into the Division II AA bracket last year and won that state title. Here's Brady Smith over the left side. He cuts it upfield and takes it across midfield.
Yeah, great footwork by Brady. Kind of had to side shuffle. Had 2 hands on the ball going through some traffic here. Here it is. Gets him out to the outside. It's got nice blocking up front and then decides to cut it upfield. Nice move to get that extra yard or 2.
Smith has scored touchdowns in each of the last 2 weeks. It's Jamal Johnson-Lucas in the game, and he's the one who gets the carry as the Spartan offensive line does a good job moving the pile down to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 6 for the sophomore Jamal Johnson-Lucas, who came into the game with 47 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a strong run. Spartans offensive line probably loves this. They know they're coming off the ball and they're going to be in run mode, and they're just mowing people down up front.
Spartans averaging 6.1 yards per carry. They haven't allowed a sack as that offensive line this year as Knight takes his snap out of the gun. He's got Greg Jones in the game. Fakes the handoff to him. He wants to throw. His pass is going to be caught across the middle by Dylan Scott. Scott brought down to the 20-yard line. Scott, last week against St. Francis, had his best game receiving-wise, 5 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, great pass there for the Spartans, just setting your feet, and that was a laser coming across the middle.
Spartans trying to go 3 for 3 on their possessions as Knight throws right again. This time it's Nicholas trying to make a move near the line of scrimmage. He's brought down by the ankles. Tackle made by Grant's Giovanni Hodge.
Yeah, Giovanni Hodge is a great athlete. That was a great stop for Grant. Not letting the Spartans get loose there, so nice play for Grant High School.
Pickup of just 1 on the play on the pass completion to Nicholas, his first catch of the year. He had a touchdown called back a couple weeks ago against Sarah. He's the guy that had a couple catches, including a touchdown last season. Jones into the game to Knight's left. 4 receiver set here for the Spartans on 2nd and 9. They call Jefferson in motion. He gets the handoff on that jet sweep as he runs left. He doesn't have much room to operate on that far side as Bandy forces him out of bounds, bringing up 3rd and long.
And every time I watch Jefferson run, I just feel like even if this was flag football, you wouldn't get the flag. I mean, he is flying here. Watch him. He just is coasts. He's just effortless speed, and he gets out to the outside. Good job by Hodge to keep him from rounding the corner. There's a reason Cal Berkeley's looking at Hodge. Or that was number 9, sorry. That was Brady. Bandy.
And it's a holding penalty against De La Salle in that play. Jefferson, as we've said, a state champion in the 100-meter dash back in May. He set a state record with a 10.01 time in the preliminaries, and then in the state championship, he ran 10.27 to win that state title. First Northern California runner to win the state championship in the 100-meter dash since Javid Best in 2007. Greg Jones gets the handoff, and immediately he is met. He does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but a nice tackle made by the strong side defensive end, Kane Fullwider, just a sophomore.
Wow. He doesn't look like a sophomore. Great play. Split the lineman and got in there in the backfield and wrapped up De La Salle. That was a great defensive play for Grant there.
And with the penalty and the minimal gains on offense in these last few plays for the Spartans, it's 3rd down and 19. Spartan offense 39% on 3rd down. Here's Knight looking to throw, rolling to his right side. His pass is going to be complete. Again, he finds his main man, Dylan Scott, inside the 15-yard line, shy of a 1st down, but it makes it a manageable 4th down should the Spartans go for it.
And this, for me, watching the Spartans every game this year, Knight, to me, is just on his game right now. He's just throwing dimes, seems really calm, and just letting the ball come loose, and it is on target.
Spartans are 5 of 6 on 4th down on the young season. That's 83%. It's 4th down and 4 here for Knight and company. He's got Jaden Jefferson to his left. Calvin McCall, the starting tight end, line up as a receiver in the slot on the left side with trips to the left. To the right, the lone receiver was Jelani Dyer, but a timeout on the field called by the Spartans.
And Spartans might have been running into the boundary there on the short side of that field, and I think Grant lined up knowing Jefferson was probably coming out to that right side. Yeah, the drum line here has got some rhythm. They show up at for the Sacramento Kings games and get the whole house rocking there during basketball season.
This timeout brought to you by Apollo Roofing. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We are live at Grant Union High School in Sacramento. 14-0 Spartans, 2 Jaden Jefferson touchdown runs the difference. Spartans on their 3rd possession with 4:06 to go in the opening quarter. Along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you. Pleased to have the rest of our crew. Tony Dickert and Tim Banks, both running cameras with Banks, our director. And pleased to have Tim back with us this week. Spartans trying to make it a 3-touchdown lead. They started this possession at their own 45, now at the Grant 14-yard line.
Yeah, big play for Grant here. Grant, this is a 4th and 4. If there's any way they could stop them here and turn the ball over and give them a chance to, slow the momentum down here of the Spartans, that would be a really big win here for Grant.
Let's see if Knight's throwing. Unofficially, I believe I have him at 6 for 6 to this point for the senior quarterback. Jefferson to his left. Grant showing pressure, and flags come down before the snap, and that's going to make it a 4th and 9.
I think the Spartans got lucky there because Gary Tia, the number 21, the DB, was coming off the edge on a blitz, and I think he would have blown that up.
Tia, one of the returning starters on this Grant team that won that Division II AA state title last year. So it goes back to the 19-yard line, and it makes it 4th and 9, and the Spartans, with that penalty now, are going to kick a field goal. Justin Yoribari's going to kick it. Yoribari, a good kicker. He struggled a little bit this year, and of course the field goals, it's not just the kicker, it's a whole operation there. But he has missed from 32, 35, and 37. His one field goal make was from 24. This one is going to be a 36-yarder.
36-yard attempt. Here we go.
Yoribari trying to make it a 3-score game out of the Madge hole. The kick is up, and the kick is wide right.
No good.
Kicked it from that near hash mark, and he kicked it straight, needed to bend it a little bit left, and so the field goal kick is no good. 4th field goal miss of the season for the Spartans, and Grant takes over with 4:01 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, big plays for Grant there to hold the Spartans to no score there. See if they can get something going here with the young quarterback. So far, when they drop back to pass, Spartans have been coming in with a ton of pressure, and he's had to scramble. They might even call something where it's they know he's going to just take off with it. He looks like he's a talented runner.
Grant offense huddling up before they return to the field. The Spartans have held him to 2 3-and-outs. Grant 3 yards on their first 2 possessions. Again, the Spartans allowing just 134 yards a game. They allowed only 69 last week in the win at St. Francis.
All right, here we go.
Rios at quarterback. He wants to throw. He's got a pocket this time. He tries to throw it up the near sideline, and it is going to be caught by Sosiah Noah. Terrific catch to get his foot down on this near sideline right in front of the Grant bench. A 25-yard pickup.
And I don't think he got his foot down, so there's no replay in high school, but let's see if he did. Here comes.
I thought he did. Let's see. Oh, maybe that first foot. Yeah, so. You're right. That first foot may have come down out of bounds. So that's how Grant gets their first down to this game. Rios had a good pocket to throw from that time. Spartans 4-man rush, flushes him out. He rolls to his right side and is going to try to run for it, and is forced out of bounds on the far sideline as TJ Finau was chasing him.
Yeah, and I think, if you're Grant, you're going to use – he's got wheels, and he can get to the outside, and just picked up 5 yards there. Grant might just try to leverage his speed right now if they can't get that quick first throw.
Thorne Watson is his running back lined up behind him, and they'll give Watson the carry, but he's met immediately by Wyatt Ferguson, and he gets a little help from his friends as they blow the play dead. Ferguson, another tackle for a loss. He came into this game with 4 of them through the first 3 games.
Yeah, and here it is. The Spartans just blow up the middle of this play, and they're on top of Grant before they even barely get the handoff, and luckily it was blown dead. That was going to get ugly.
Here we go.
4-yard loss, 3rd down and 10 from their own 45. A lot of pressure on Rios, the sophomore quarterback, making his first start, and he's got to do it against this defense.
Yeah, welcome to varsity football.
Shiren Crump, unavailable tonight after starting the first 3 games. And Grant is going to call a timeout with 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. 14-0 is your score in favor of the Spartans. We'll take a break. You're watching Spartan football. This is De La Salle TV.
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
Is your home too hot or too cold? call Carlos Insulation Incorporated. We specialize in fast, affordable insulation that keeps you comfortable year-round.
Call 925-207-9469 or visit carlosinsulation.com. Comfort starts here. California license number 1013211. (14-0) De La Salle leads at 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Grant out of the timeout as their offense back on the field for this 3rd down and 10. Sophomore quarterback Tavio Rios takes a shotgun snap with Watson to his left. Looking left the whole way, tries to drop it off to Watson, but Watson doesn't have a chance. Jefferson was closing in. Watson hits the turf before he gets there. It's a loss of 4.
I'd be surprised if they go for it here. 2:32 left.
Spartans' first regular season game in Sacramento since 1988.
Man.
It was a 24-7 win at Valley. Valley's now an 8-man football team, pretty good one. And that was a 13-0 Spartan team that year. Marlon Blanton, who the Spartans met up with today, the head coach at Jesuit, they were hospitable to the Spartans, allowing them to stretch and so forth at their field before coming over this way. Blanton in that game had a touchdown run and might have also had possibly a touchdown pass. There's conflicting reports in the newspapers, according to my partner Damon Esper, who did that research for me. He said Doug Bryan kicked a field goal in that game for the Spartans. So the punt for Grant.
Doug Bryan, class of 89. You can't let him be thinking he's 88. We got to
Well, that's the game was in 88.
No, I know.
And that means I was his senior year.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Scott returns the punt on there, actually fair catches it, and the Spartan offense takes the field for 4th time. Touchdown runs by Jaden Jefferson in their first 2 possessions. The last possession ended in a missed field goal.
Yeah, Spartan's going to come out here and probably, they've been doing a nice mix of run and pass here, so let's see what happens for them. Setting up.
Brady Smith in the backfield along with Greg Jones. And Knight gives a handoff to Smith. Smith goes up the middle. He's got a big hole and more. There goes Brady Smith again. Is he going to take another one to the house? Inside the 20, the 10. He's forced out of bounds just shy of the goal line. No, let's see what they say. Official thought he was going to roll into him, but they're going to say mark him out. He was forced out just before the goal line.
Wow. I did not know he had that type of speed. That is unbelievable. Look, he's just gliding here. And I thought he got it.
I think he gets pushed out right here.
Ooh, I don't know.
I mean, his foot kicks the pylon, but the left foot did. But I think that was after the right foot had gone out of bounds.
And he had the ball on the right side. So
78-yard run for Smith, who has scored touchdowns in each of the last 2 weeks. He sets up 1st down and goal.
Wow, I did not know he had that gear. I mean, that was fun to watch right there.
He had that terrific long touchdown run against Sarah and had another one last week against St. Francis. He split with Greg Jones behind Knight on 1st down and goal. And it is going to be Knight looking to get across the goal line. And the senior quarterback gets stopped. Well, one official on the far end signaling touchdown. And that is a touchdown for Braden Knight, a 2-yard touchdown run for the quarterback, giving him his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
Yeah, late call here, but did look like he crossed in there and he was well over.
The near side official wasn't ruling it, but the far side lines judge did to make it 20-0 Spartans. Johnny Borba on to kick the extra point. Another short possession for the Spartans.
Yeah,
2 plays, 80 yards in 49 seconds.
Borba looks like he could start at defensive end or tight end. He looks big, athletic kid.
6'4", 200. Again, Madge with the hold, Foley with the lawn snapping. And the snap is a little high, put down though by Madge. The kick is good by Borba to make it 21-0 Spartans. Still in the first quarter, 1:36 to play. You're watching Spartans football. This is De La Salle TV.
Y'all ready for this?
There's a lifetime of beautiful outdoor living waiting for you at Dolan's. It's fiber-on decking for easy, carefree living. Why choose this durable composite? There's an amazing choice of colors. The rich look of multi-chromatic exotic hardwood. It resists splintering, rotting, and cracking with really low maintenance. See the colors and learn more at dolanlumber.com. See the real fiber-on at Dolan's Home Improvement Centers.
Braden Knight, 2-yard touchdown run. Give him his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. I mean, he's no Toa Fa'avai running the football. Toa Fa'avai ran for 44 touchdowns in his Spartan career, but Knight already has his 3rd of the year, and this is the 4th game. The kickoff by Justin Yorabari is going to go into the end zone for another touchback. Knight came in 20 of 48 passing, 42%, 236 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. And we know that he was much better than that as far as a thrower, and we've seen it at the start. He gets a touchdown run there, but he has thrown the ball very well in this game.
Very well. I mean, anytime he sets his feet, he's putting it in the ball on time, on target. And then that last drive where he rolled out to his right and connected on about a 20-yard dime, he just looks real calm and when he's throwing the football tonight.
And that touchdown, of course, set up by Brady Smith's 78-yard run as Smith continues to make big plays out of the backfield for the Spartan offense. Rios at quarterback with Watson to his left.
Yeah.
Still in the first quarter, 1:36 to play in the opening period.
And I don't see the starters on the field in the scoring positions here for Grant.
Watson is a starter. He's the one who gets the carry. He came into this contest 209 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, just
replacing Brandon Lambert, who went to the University of Northern Colorado.
I didn't see Shabazz or Edwards out there. Or maybe there's Shabazz here on this corner.
Second down, here we go.
Rios fakes a handoff, throws across the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of D'Angelo Knight, the junior receiver.
Almost looked like it could have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if it was.
Knight last year as a sophomore had 437 yards receiving on 31 catches. Off his right hand. I mean, a little out in front of him, but still a ball a receiver should catch. It's 3rd down and 10. Spartans keep putting the Pacers in these 3rd and longs. Again, opponents just 17% against the Spartans on 3rd down thus far this year. And Rios, the sophomore quarterback, is going to have nobody with him in the backfield. 3 of the 5 receivers are to his right as a penalty marker comes down. And that's against the Spartans and offside. It's going to make this a more manageable 3rd down.
And here comes Edwards onto the field.
Rosario Edwards, they call him Zoe, 6'6", 210-pound junior. 11 catches, 314 yards this year coming in. Last year he had 51 catches, 921 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, I didn't see him out there on 1st and 2nd down, which was kind of surprising, and now he is out there on 3rd down. Going 3 wide on the right side here, 5 wide if they stay in this formation. Oh, now they're marking it back.
Well, they first signaled
against De La Salle.
Yeah, and so now it's against Grant.
Down.
2 receivers each side of Rios on 3rd and 15. Rios again under pressure, has to roll to his right side. And it's passed downfield looking for Edwards, but too far out of his reach. Spartans had good coverage on him. Emery Spate there in the area.
Yeah, Rios is scrappy. I mean, he's not the biggest kid in the world, but he's got great feet. Here he gets to the outside, and he's really got nothing. Spartans are chasing, and he's just trying to see if he's got anybody open. Lets it fly, and as he's getting hit and dragged to the ground, that is not any fun if you're a quarterback there.
45 seconds to play in the quarter, and Grant is going to punt for a 4th time. The only first down for the Pacers was that 25-yard completion to Josiah Noah, who may have been out of bounds on that play.
Yeah, you do not want to punt to Jefferson here.
Back to return along with Scott, and it's going to be Jefferson who's going to watch it drop at the 39-yard line. Spartans will get out of the way as it is scooped up by the Pacers and Gary Tia Jr.
Yeah, Grant getting a little fortunate there. The lights here at Grant are not the brightest lights you've ever seen in your life, and so it kind of gets lost up there when a high punt was up there, and I think Jefferson was not able to track it very well. So Grant now able to see if they can defend this field and stay at 21 going into halftime. That'd actually be a nice win for them going in here, keeping the Spartans to just 21 points in this first half.
If it's a running play here, it'll likely be our final play of the quarter.
Looks like a flag down on the field.
It's a sideline warning against the Spartans. Spartans on their 5th possession already in this first quarter. 3 touchdown runs, 2 by Jefferson, 1 by Knight. Brady Smith, the long run to set up the last touchdown. The Spartans have also missed a field goal. So 3 touchdowns and a missed field goal in their first 4 possessions. Here's possession number 5. And Knight will fake it to Jones-Drew, and he passes across the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jaden Nicholas.
And that was really his first time where he really knew where he was going with the ball right out of the gate, and he fired that with everything he had, and it was just got away from him a little there. If he had kept that ball down, Spartans could have been off to the races.
So 2nd down and 10, 31 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Spartans trying to go in 4-0. They're playing there on the road for the 3rd consecutive week. They'll be back home against St. Mary's of Stockton next week. That's always a battle when the Spartans and Rams play. Landon Miller in the game as the H-back on the left side. A handoff goes to Jefferson. He runs left after starting right. Tries outrun the defense, but a bunch of dark shirts are ready to bring him down as the penalty marker comes down as well.
Yeah, a little trash talking. That's going to happen here as you stop the Spartans here. There's flag on the play. Looks holding.
And declined.
There's some punching going on there.
Trying to knock that ball loose. Loss of 7 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd down and 17. Spartans need to get to their 47 for a first.
There's a shot of the rhythm team. They can flat out dance right down there.
It's not just a football game on the field. There's a show going on here at Grant. It's a great atmosphere here at Grant Union High School. 3rd down, Knight trying to set up a screen pass. It's going to be caught by Greg Jones. He turns it upfield past the 40-yard line, and that's where he is met and tackled by Bandy.
And that's the famous Pacer-ettes dance team. They can flat get down.
So 7 yards shy of a first down for the Spartans. That's the final play of the opening quarter. It's Spartans 21, Grant nothing. You're watching Spartans football. This is De La Salle TV.
The one thing I'm most proud of is the diversity of perspectives that we bring to our clients. And when we talk about how we design these buildings and how they're going to serve that community, we really value having those different perspectives.
Planning on updating your home? Looking for impressive, beautiful, maintenance-free windows and patio doors? Dolan's features environmentally friendly Fibrex by Andersen at low, affordable prices. 2 times stronger than vinyl, these impressive windows and patio doors won't chip, crack, peel, or rust, and so much more. See the Andersen Fibrex Series 100 at dolanlumber.com. Or better yet, call 1-800-9-DOLANS for a showroom appointment.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
Fourth down and 7 for the Spartans to start the second quarter. Spartans 5 possessions in that opening quarter. Justin Yorabari will punt. First punt of the game for the Spartans. And Bandy is going to be the one back to return. The Spartans are going to fake it. And they run it over the right side. And they get the first down inside Grant territory.
First down.
And it's Brady Smith again.
Nice play by the Spartans. Direct snap right to Brady, and he goes around the right corner, and then he's able to get upfield and get the Spartans the first down.
Why not give it to the guy who's averaging 18 yards a carry coming into tonight, not counting that 78-yard run he already has tonight?
Yeah, sorry about my rant earlier about first half. It was a long first quarter.
Spartans looking for their 4th touchdown. Knight's got Jefferson to his right and fakes the handoff to him. He wants to throw. Pump fakes. Goes deep down the middle of the field, and it is just too far and off the hands of Emery Spate as he had beaten his defender.
Yeah, a little pump fake too, and he was just setting him up and just didn't put quite enough air under this football, or else Spartans would be dancing in the end zone right now.
Spartans have been so close and hooking up in those long passes for touchdowns this year. Had a few called back. Jefferson stays in the backfield, but this time it's going to be Jamal Johnson-Lucas who gets the carry.
That was a tough run right up through the middle of the Grant defense, taking some helmet-to-helmet contact and still getting that 3 or 4 yards as he falls forward for the Spartans.
The tackle made by the sophomore Julian Bruno. So Spartans have a really good sophomore linebacker, so does Grant. Bruno, a guy that's got offers from San Jose State, San Diego State, Oklahoma State, along with locally here, Sac State. Jefferson in the backfield with Knight on 3rd down and 8. Knight throws near sideline. There's his man, Scott, makes a nice catch near the sideline and is taken out of bounds on that sideline by Tavorian Block of the Pacers.
Nice play by Scott. Here's the drop back pass by the Spartans, little touch pass out to the left side of the field. Nice hands by Scott, and he gathers his feet. Gets dumped there by the Grant defender. It's a great name, Bruno, you were just mentioning, the sophomore. And he gets back in a great defensive position, and ball's inside. I think if the ball was outside, Spartans have a chance to make a play there. He kind of threw it back into the safety there.
Yeah, led Raybon into that play there. Another returning starter for Grant. 2nd down and 10 for De La Salle. And it's Knight faking the pitch, keeping it himself. He goes over the right side, inside the 10, the 5. Knight stretches for the end zone. Wow. Touchdown, Spartans. Braden Knight, 2nd touchdown run of the game. This one goes 36 yards.
I think he heard you critiquing him on his running, and he just decided to put on a show. What a great keep, and then just puts on a nice move behind the line of scrimmage and just decides to go right up the middle of the field. Watch him reach out here at the end. He's going to go down, knee down. I don't know if they had a replay. They might try to drag that back a half inch, but touchdown Spartans.
4 touchdowns on 5 possessions. Justin Yorabari now kicking this way on the extra point, and he boots it through. 28-0. De La Salle, after Braden Knight goes 36 yards for a score after an excellent fake on the pitch. Spartans up 28-0. You're watching Spartan football. This is De La Salle TV.
This is all where they're from.
Welcome back here at Grant Union High School. 28-0 in favor of the Spartans. They go 9 plays, 63 yards, and 236. Remember, it was that fake punt to Brady Smith that picked up 12 yards and a 4th and 7. They kept the possession alive. About 5 plays later, Braden Knight runs it into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown run of the game. Knight and Jefferson each with 2 touchdown runs to make it 28-0. See our director, Tim Banks, getting the good action going on here outside of the field as the kickoff goes into the end zone once again for another touchback. So Grant gets another chance with the football. They have 1 first down on their first 4 possessions against this tough Spartan defense. Again, Spartans came in allowing just 134 yards per game and 2.8 yards per play. And they have not disappointed to this point. Grant is playing without their starting quarterback, Shyron Crump, 6'2", 170-pound junior. So Tavio Rios is the guy handling the quarterbacking duties. Pacers, a loaded schedule. Losses to Folsom and Cardinal Newman. And wins over Central East to Fresno and Clovis East. Central East is regarded as the #1 team according to Fresno Bee in the Fresno area. And Grant took care of them, 42-26 here on this field. They're playing at home for the 4th time in 5 games. Rios hands off Watson. Watson immediately met Bubba Vargas there to get in the backfield once again.
And look at Bubba. Bubba is fired up. God, I mean, he gets off the bus ready to hit you. I mean, his anticipation on this play, he was coming right up the middle of the field here, and he was wrapping up the Grant running back almost as he got the football. So great play by Bubba Vargas.
Clearly plays like someone that is immersed in the game plan and video all week, ready for the tendencies of the opposition, as he is not surprised by anything that's coming his way. It's 2nd down and 11 after the 1-yard loss to Watson. Here's Rios' pass across the middle, incomplete. He was looking for D'Angelo Knight, but threw it behind his intended target.
Yeah, and they just have not been able to sync up on these passes right now. Here's the play here. He's going to drop back. He's looking for him the whole time, and he's just late. The ball's behind him.
Yeah, he had him open if he let him.
If that ball's out in front, that's a great play for Grant.
So 3rd down and 11. That's what the Pacers keep ending up with. These 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 10s, and now 3rd and 11. They move the tight end Noah to the left side. Rios again has to leave the pocket. Throws it up the field. And this ball is going to be caught. Wow. What a play to D'Angelo Knight. And Grant has their biggest play of this game. Rios throws it up. A nice pass on the run, hitting Knight in stride.
And here it comes down from the moon. Just a great, great ball. Drops it right in on him. Great catch for Grant Pacers there.
And that ball went almost 50 yards in the air there. To the 23-yard line of the Spartans. 58-yard pickup. Rios looking across the middle into the end zone. It's up again, and it's going to be caught again. Once again, D'Angelo Knight on the receiving end. A 23-yard touchdown pass. Rios and Knight hook up on back-to-back plays, and Grant is on the scoreboard.
And it was a quick drop back as he let it fly, and he put some pace on this ball, was able to get over the De La Salle defender, and he put it into that left corner. Here it is. He did not waste any time. This is a quick drop. He sets his feet, and he fires this thing on a low trajectory, was able to get it over De La Salle, and what a catch there for the Pacers.
He throws it up as soon as that defender turned his back, allowing his receiver Knight to make a play. Knight, one of these terrific skill players. It's not a senior. They've got a lot of skill guys that are juniors, like Knight, Shabazz, Edwards, Griffin, a good running back who we haven't seen tonight, just a sophomore. Watson, the other running back's a junior. You even have the kicker here, Romero, also a junior.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, they came out and started throwing the football right away, and they made up their mind they were not going to really spend a lot of time trying to go up against De La Salle's run defense. And some incredible passes back-to-back there. So Pacers on the board here, trying to kick this in to see if they can get it to 28-7.
First time the Spartan defense has allowed points this season. 23-yard touchdown pass from Rios to Knight. The extra point is good, and that makes it 28-7 with 8:49 to go in the first half. You're watching Spartans football. This is De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
SPM Properties Incorporated, based in Walnut Creek, California, has managed commercial and residential properties in the Bay Area for 30 years. SPM Properties Incorporated offers diverse real estate services, meeting the needs of Contra Costa, Alameda, and Solano counties. Check out their website for available rentals at spmproperties.com.
159 minutes and 11 seconds. That's how long it took for a Spartan opponent to score on the De La Salle defense. That's, if you add it all up, 48-minute games in the first three contests, plus the 15 minutes and 11 seconds of this game until we have an offensive touchdown against De La Salle's defense. A 23-yard touchdown pass from Tavio Rios to D'Angelo Knight. That was after they had already hooked up for a 58-yard play on the play before. They go 4 plays, 80 yards, and a minute 10 to make it a 28-7 contest.
Looks like there was a penalty, so they marked it off. They're kicking from way deep here. Do not want to kick this towards Jefferson.
Penalty on that extra point. You got Jefferson and Jones-Drew now standing at their 20-yard line before this Romero kick. And it's going to go. Actually, that's Nicholas into the game, and Nicholas picks it up at his own 3-yard line. So Jaden Nicholas takes it up the middle, past the 25, and brought down by the Pacers.
It was actually a really good kick by Grant. I mean, they got it deep compared to where they were kicking the football, and so Spartans look like they're going to start somewhere just around the 28-yard line, 27.
8:40 to go in the first half. Spartans up 28-7. They've scored touchdowns on 4 of their 5 possessions. Last possession got helped out by a fake punt. Brady Smith is into the game as the running back to Braden Knight's left. Spate and Dyer are in the game as receivers to the left side. They will it's Knight faking the handoff, wanting to throw towards the sideline. He throws it away as Spate was well covered on the play by Gary Tia.
Yeah, good defense there by Grant. They kind of strung that out. Spartans overloaded the left side with the receivers, and they tried to roll out and see if they could get something quick on the outside, and Grant did a nice job defending that.
So second down for the Spartan offense.
Here we go.
And there is a hole for Greg Jones. Tries to spin his way out of the tackle before he is brought to the turf by Kane Fullwider.
That was a tough run. Jones got a little dinged up there. He's headed off to the sideline. Looks like he's hurting on his left hand.
Jones on the run for the Spartans. Third down.
Third down and 5 for the Spartan offense. And we have movement.
Penalty flag on the play.
It's against Grant.
That almost looked like that was a call because no one moved for the Spartans there. Spartans, if you haven't seen the Spartans play, they do come up and they set like that. It's almost like the old Dallas Cowboy offensive line. And it does, in the high school level especially, it throws these defensive linemen off. Allows De La Salle to get off so quick, and when they're running the veer, gives them a big advantage.
They move the chains, so it'll be first down for the Spartans from their own 38-yard line. Jefferson and Smith. And it's Jefferson kind of running into his quarterback there before he's tackled by the sophomore linebacker Julian Bruno. Pickup of a couple for Jefferson, who scored the first 2 touchdowns of the night, a 38-yard run and a 13-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, I think you're right, Pat. I think they did run into each other here on this exchange, and it was definitely not a smooth exchange. Jefferson was lucky just to get the 2 yards that he did there.
He's still in the backfield with Smith here. With 8 yards to go for a first. Knight fakes a handoff, throws, and he's got a completion. And breaking a tackle is Turner Madge as he takes inside Grant territory before he's brought down by Sosiah Noah.
Wow, Turner Madge knows he's going to take some contact here. Just a dime coming across on a little slant, and he drops the shoulder. Boom. You do not want that to end up on ESPN highlights.
24-yard pass, hook up as Jefferson gets another carry. Jefferson going between the tackles. Picks up about a yard.
Jefferson, the ball carrier for the Spartans.
Spartan offense averaging 25 points, 314 yards a game, 5.7 yards per play. They had 412 yards last week against St. Francis, 325 yards on the ground. They did turn it over 5 times. No turnovers to this point, 2nd down and 9. Knight high snap, throws near side. That's Spate. Spate set him a block by Nicholas, takes it inside the 30-yard line. A few yards shy of a first.
We got a player down. I think that number 4 came across, and I don't know, hopefully it was just like a Charlie horse or something. It went down in a very odd way here. Watch the replay.
It's Ernie Tofi.
He's coming across, and he's lining up to get a clean hit here. Here he comes. I did not see what happened to him.
Right there.
Oh, might have took a face mask right to that knee. And that never feels good. It's funny, the kids today, you won't see them with a lot of protection on the knees. You know, if I was suiting up, I'd look like a cartoon character. Would have so many pads on me. My God.
Yeah, they are definitely attending to that right knee. It's the head coach Carl Reed down there helping them out as we have this break on the action. 6:39 to go in the first half. Spartans are up 28-7. We'll take a break. You're watching Spartan football on De La Salle TV.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School.
We're back ready to go here from Grant Union High School in Sacramento. Spartans of De La Salle leading 28-7, 6:39 to go in the first half. Spartans have a 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, Tofi limped off the field. He does not look like he's feeling too hot.
On 3rd and 3, Knight hands off. There's Brady Smith again, and Smith, who runs hard, picks up the first down to the 24-yard line.
He really does.
5'10", 185-pound senior. Again, he's a guy who did not play football last year after playing his first couple years, but back playing football this year. He's also a really good lacrosse player. Jamal Johnson-Lucas is into the game as the back to Knight's right. Calvin McCall, the H-back on that right side. Knight fakes the handoff. He wants to throw up the right sideline towards the near pylon, but threw it out of bounds as he was trying to hit Jaden Nicholas.
Yeah, just not even close on that connection. If he'd thrown it to the far pylon, he's got him, but threw too far outside to the right there, so no chance for the Spartans to come down in bounds.
Spartans started at their own 28. They've held the football for 2 minutes and 45 seconds to this point, which is their longest possession of this game. And it's Jamal Johnson-Lucas. Jamal Johnson-Lucas powers his way through down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Jamal is beyond tough to bring down as he's running right through the middle here with just full force power. He's taking it. Took some contact here, and everybody thought he was going to go down, and he just keeps rolling.
1st and 10 from the 11 after the 13-yard pickup by Johnson-Lucas. This is Knight handing off Brady Smith. Smith upended. He somehow stayed on his feet as he kind of went over the would-be tacklers, and he just landed on his feet. And
that's going to be interesting to watch in slow-mo here, replay. Here it is. Goes up in the air, and he kind of leaves his feet right here and then gains them again. What balance. What an athlete he is. Unbelievable.
If that was you, you wouldn't have been landing like that, that's for sure.
Oh, I would be.
You'd be landing standing up?
Yeah, heck yeah. Not now, but maybe in.
Second down and 7 yards to go. And it's going to be Jamal Johnson-Lucas, a big hole. Johnson-Lucas into the end zone. Touchdown Spartans, the second of the year for the sophomore.
Wow, nice play. Spartans just decided, you know what, we're going to run the football right at you on this drive, and that's just exactly what they did. There was just power football right at you, and score for the Spartans here to go up 34-7. And the tallest field goal kicker in the East Bay is about to make this 35.
Johnny Borba, 6'4", trying to boot the extra point through.
I wonder if Coach Schroeder knows.
And he missed it.
Oh, I wonder if Coach Schroeder knows about him.
I'm sure. So it's no good on the extra point, and it's 34-7 Spartans as they go 11 plays, 72 yards in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Jamal Johnson-Lucas, the 8-yard touchdown run. You're watching Spartans football. This is De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Justin Urabari going to handle the kickoff for the Spartans, who are up 34-7 with 4:59 to play in the opening quarter. Again, 11 plays, 72-yard possession, took 350. Jamal Johnson-Lucas, second touchdown run of the season for him. He's got one. Jaden Jefferson's got two. Braden Knight's got two rushing touchdowns. Grant does not want to return the kick. They're going to let it go in the end zone. Says Shabazz picking up after one hop, and there's Brady Smith to bring him down, or else Shabazz might have taken it all the way the other way.
Yeah, they got to get Shabazz the football. He's electric. He really has not had a chance to do much tonight. And he is, when you watch the Folsom game.
It didn't seem like he wanted the football there. If they were going to let it drop.
I think he thought it was going to go past him, and it just dropped out of the sky. I do think the kids are having trouble because the lighting is not great. So once it's up in the air, they're having trouble tracking it.
Kobe Shabazz, they call him Cheese. And he has 10 catches, 149 yards this year coming in, a Sacramento State commit. 5'9", 150-pound junior. First down and 10 for the Pacers, who scored a touchdown their last possession.
Yeah, get him the football. He's a blur on the outside here.
It's pretty impressive with Grant. They're going to bring back Shabazz, Knight, who caught that touchdown, and Zoe Edwards, the highly recruited tight end. Those guys are all going to be back next season, along with their quarterbacks.
Yeah, I guess they have a transfer quarterback coming in.
A transfer from Folsom, yeah, who's like a lot. They have some transfers that aren't eligible yet that will be eligible next week. And Tavio Rios hands off. This is Thorne Watson doing everything he can to get positive yardage before he's tackled by, guess who, Vargas.
Yeah.
44. Bubba Vargas.
Bubba, 44, man. It's great seeing him just do his thing out there. I'm going to have to go watch the podcast. I didn't even know he was on the podcast, so.
And I'm not sure where they sparred this ball. Looked like it's a loss of 5.
Second down.
It's 2nd and 15. I think that he lost 5 yards there. Watson is with Rios at quarterback. Rios throwing across the middle. There's Zoe Edwards, and he makes the nice catch on a low pass and gets close to the first down.
How about that? 6'6" coming across the middle. ball's way, way low, like shin level for him. And he picks this up, and the ball's coming at him in the dark. Wow, what a catch.
6'6", 210. First team all preseason, Sac Joaquin section. As we mentioned, Bama, Michigan, Oregon, among others who have offered Edwards. 3rd down and 1. With 2 receivers each side of the sophomore quarterback, Tavio Rios. He's playing in place of Shyron Crump at quarterback tonight. And he keyed a touchdown possession that went 80 yards the last time the Pacers had the football. He hands off Watson. Watson runs right into the pile where Maya Talona and a bunch of other white shirts are waiting. Watson, though, he's a guy that runs hard himself.
Yeah, I mean, he went in there. There was really nowhere to go, and it was just like a car crash in the middle there. Big 75 for Grant. I mean, that is a big kid.
Grant doing better against the Spartan defense here. They pick up another first down.
In the first half, here we go. 1st and 10.
Roger Vanderhoof, 6'8", senior.
340 pounds, committed to Sacramento State. He also had offers from Cal, San Diego State. Here is Rios throwing up top again, and it is going to be incomplete. He was looking.
Flag.
And there is a penalty marker. So he was looking for his intended target, who's not listed on the roster. We don't have a number 17 for Grant.
Yeah, we don't have a number 17 on the roster. So even legendary Greg Touchdown Jefferson doesn't know whose that is. He's been doing games here since 2008, and he was he's got so many gold rings hanging off his neck. I mean, I was so jealous when he came in. He had more bling. I didn't know what to do. Even the legendary Greg Touchdown Jefferson doesn't know who 17 is right now, so we're trying to do some homework to find out who that was.
It is a penalty against the Spartans, an interference penalty that gives Grant 15 yards, and now the Pacers are inside Spartan territory.
1st and 10, Pacers, here we go.
You can hear Greg there.
.237 to go till halftime. Rios has good pocket to work with. Looking upfield for Edwards, but he underthrew his target. Yeah, that's why he underthrew him, because he was getting hit.
Yeah, Spartan number 74 came in there. Is that
Wyatt Ferguson?
Yeah. Wow. And that was fortunate for the Spartans because he had him loose there. And
Ferguson, a big start to this season for the Spartans, playing a defensive tackle next to Maya Talona. 2nd down and 10. Spartans up by 27 with 2:31 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Spartans in the lightning whites tonight. They're flying around the field.
2 receivers to the left.
Yeah, that's surprising to me with all the success they've had, letting him keep it. Yeah, that's surprising to me with all the success they've had, letting him keep it, letting him get on the edge, use his feet and his speed. I can't believe they're just going to run it right up the middle there. They had to force themselves to take another timeout.
So 23 seconds to go in the half. They call another timeout, and it'll be 4th down coming up out of this break. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
Planning on updating your home? Looking for impressive, beautiful, maintenance-free windows and patio doors? Dolan's features environmentally friendly Fibrex by Anderson at low, affordable prices. 2 times stronger than vinyl, these impressive windows and patio doors won't chip, crack, peel, or rust, and so much more. See the Anderson Fibrex Series 100 at dolanlumber.com. Or better yet, call 1-800-9-DOLANS for a showroom appointment.
4th down, 5 yards to go for Grant. Keeping the offense on the field.
All right, 3rd down. Here we go. 4th down.
Rios looking to throw. Throws it up the left side, and a flag comes down again in the Spartan secondary.
Ooh, and Edwards is coming up gimpy out there on the left side. I don't know if he just got a Charlie horse or... He's limping.
And it is another hold against the Spartans. There's already been a pass interference. There's been two holds and a pass interference against the Spartan defense on this possession.
Here's the replay, and the hold was on Edwards.
It was Nicholas, I believe, if that's who they're calling. So that's a first down after the defensive hold. It's going to be first down and goal from the 10-yard line, but only 18 seconds to go in the half. Rios throws it to his right. There's Watson making the catch, spins his way out of the tackle, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. He evades Nicholas and scores from 10 yards out with 10 seconds to go in the half, and Grant has scored on 2 straight possessions.
Wow, what great move here. He's going to get the ball on the outside. Kind of a second decision, I think, for the quarterback. He was trying to look, see if he had anything crossing from the other side of the field. Didn't. Came back to the right side, and great spin move there to get to the end zone.
An impressive 11-play, 72-yard drive that took 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Romero to kick the extra point here. And it is good. So Tavio Rios, second touchdown pass. He finds Thorne Watson out of the backfield, and Watson did all the work to score from 10 yards out to make it 34-14. Again, an 11-play, 72-yard drive, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Now just 10 seconds left in the half. The Spartan defense, which had not allowed points in 3+ games, has been scored upon on 2 straight possessions. And not only that, they've allowed an 80-yard drive and now a 72-yard drive.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hand it to Grant. Grant decided they're not going to really concentrate on trying to go at the strength of this De La Salle defense, which is the run defense. I mean, obviously they're amazing speed-wise out on the edges, but they've had some success letting the quarterback use his feet, and then when the play kind of breaks down, they've been able to sync up on some long passes, and that was just another play there where he came back to his second or third option, and a great spin move to get into the end zone for the Pacers.
Nicholas and Jefferson back to receive for the Spartans. 10 seconds remaining in the first half.
Jefferson and Nicholas back to return. We saw Nicholas return the last kickoff for the Spartans. There's only 10 seconds left in this first half. Spartans won last year's meeting 42-14. They were up 28-0 at the half. Here it's 34-14 as the kickoff goes out of the end zone. Last year's game, Spartans offense scored on 3 of their first 4 possessions. And then the real big play in that game was Ant Dean, the senior from last year. Made a terrific play to rip the ball away from the quarterback, Alexander, and take it into the end zone. And that was right before the end of the first half to make it 28-0. In last year's contest, which was the first ever meeting between these programs, this one meeting number 2.
First and 10, here we go.
And Knight will kneel on it. So that takes us to halftime. It's De La Salle 34, Grant 14 after the first 24 minutes of play. We'll take a timeout, bring it back, and recap the first half in a moment. Bring it back for our Golden State Orthopedic and Spine halftime show. You're watching Spartans football. This is De La Salle TV.